Buenas. Happy Sunday morning. It is Sunday, the second Sunday of January. I want to say it's the 15th, January 15th. And I just finished my weigh in. And y'all, look at us. Look at us. 7.6 pounds down. Look at us. We're almost 70% to our 11-pound goal for January. We are killing it. And look, for the first time, we got to mark a little bit on the big calendar. So 7.6 pounds down. Look at us. Maybe we didn't even think we could do it ourselves, but we're doing it. Week 2 in the books. It is indeed a good Sunday morning. So the weight loss is going well. I actually lost 7.4 pounds, not 7.6. I got a little excited. My weight ends in a 0.6. My weight loss ends in a 0.4. So I corrected it. So 7.4 pounds down so far, and it is awesome. I feel good, you guys. I feel good. It was a little dicey a couple of days where I didn't feel like getting up to go to work, but that had nothing to do with the weight loss, right? But I don't want to get into that habit either. I think that is part of where we go wrong, is when we start not wanting to do the things that we have to do, and it starts affecting things. If you're an emotional eater, that's part of it. But I beat that challenge. I did have a couple of challenges, and one of them was people, people who are ready to see you fall into old habits because they're ready. Even if they didn't make the commitment with you necessarily, they're ready to do something different. I'm trying to find the camera this time, y'all. I think it is over here. They're ready to do something different. So I am proud of myself for saying now I'm staying the course, because it's easier to do that than to give into the challenges and then beat myself up about it later, because I'm on a mission. I am on a mission and I cannot be deterred. I'm wondering how everybody else did. I would love to know how you did. So comment in the comments, let me know. Another challenge this week was fear. So I said that I was going to incorporate some exercise this or last week, but I was afraid that I was going to hurt myself with this knee. And so I was trying to do things that was a little different, like trying to test the knee a little bit before, but I'm just scared, y'all. If you've ever had a pain like that, it is something that you cannot just forget easily. And while the knee is sore, it's not arthritic pain right now. While the knee is sore, I'm still experiencing some challenges with stairs, but there were some really, really good days. Like, I was climbing upstairs without any issue. I was, walking more. So I think the more I exercise it out, the more, I feel confident. I slept better on it because I have trouble. I'm a side sleeper. I'm an all over the bed sleeper, but mostly a side sleeper. And sometimes the pressure that I put on the knee while I'm asleep will cause me to wake up in excruciating pain. But I kind of figured out something with that. And I think that might be part of why I'm not sleeping well. Sorry, that was my Ring doorbell. I think that might be part of why I'm not sleeping well. So I'm going to try some things and see if that works out. But some of the things that went really, really well is I chose me at work, because it's hard, like I said, to get a meal in at work. But I've been very intentional and very consistent in closing my door and taking 30 minutes with the sign on, and I don't care who comes, I don't care what they need. If it's not a dire emergency, I'm not gonna deal with it. They can come back in 30 minutes. So I've been doing that, and I've not been working. I've been just concentrating on eating and getting myself together, doing a couple of woo-saws if I need to, but just chillaxing, and taking my time with whatever I've brought, and it's been cool. I didn't eat as I planned to, the things that I planned to eat. I ate well, but I didn't eat the things that I planned to because I found there were still some things in my freezer that I had to get rid of. but I did eat some of the stuff. So I made the shrimp fried rice, which was amazing for dinner. It was the breakfast and the lunches. So I found a couple of breakfast bowls that I wanted to eat, and I still have a couple, but I think I'm gonna leave those in case of an emergency. When I just don't feel like eating whatever it is I'm about to make or whatever, I'm just gonna leave them as opposed to trying to get rid of them. And so my thought process was they're a little higher in calories, and so while I have a high calorie count right now that I can have, I was trying to get rid of them, but at this point I'm not. I'm going to stick to what I say I'm going to stick to, because I'm looking forward to my overnight oats. I did not get in any overnight oats, but this week's breakfast is going to be overnight oats, yogurt parfaits, and English muffin sandwiches. Lunch, chef salad. Again, I had some things that I had to get rid of in my freezer, but I'm ready for these chef salads. I'm looking forward to them, actually, because I make a really, really good salad. And chicken noodle soup. I'm going to make some homemade chicken noodle soup because I found that I had all the ingredients, and I have some carrots that I want to use up before they are no more. And then for dinner, chuck roast. I already made this chuck roast last week because I saw this recipe on YouTube, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it because I had a chuck roast. So I have been eating that for the last couple of nights. It is really tasty. It's about 583 calories per serving the way that I made it. I kind of tweaked his. And one of the things that I was really proud of myself that I found that I was doing while I was making this dish was, instead of adding more oil, I added water, because you have to brown the roast before you put it in the crock pot. It's a crock pot dish. And I added water to it, and it sufficed, you know what I mean? And I eliminated some of the packages because he was using a bunch of the prepackaged like seasonings, like for au jus and stew, the au jus pack and the stew packet, and I just didn't use that. I used a little Worcester sauce, as he called it, warm your sister sauce, and the ranch dressing, packets, not dressing itself, but packets. And I like the way it came out. It was really tasty. So I've got that for a few more nights, and then I'm gonna make, I think, chicken Philly cheesesteaks. There's no steak in it, but chicken Philly cheesesteaks. And I'm gonna try to see about making it a little healthier than normal. I don't have to necessarily use oil. I might actually cook my my chicken in the air fryer. We'll see. But I'm gonna play with that. But it's chock full of veggies, which is what I'm actually looking forward to. I love mushrooms, so mine will have mushrooms, peppers, and onions, and I'm looking forward to that. And then if I need to stretch out the week, I'm gonna make some turkey chili, because that sounds good to me. Because I haven't had chili in a while, and it's been kind of cold. It's supposed to snow today. It's Colorado. We'll see. I don't know. Don't mind my desk and back. It's always messy. Other than that, it was a really good week. I am going to try to see if I can find some sit-down chair exercises. I actually bought some, what do you call it? The stretchy bandy thingies. Gosh, the name is eluding me right now. Stretchy bandy thingies is what I'm going to go with. And if I remember what the name is, I'll put it up here. But I bought some of those, and I think that if I am good enough to, sit down on the couch, I could at least do the upper body. I don't have to do the lower. But I'm going to try to incorporate the lower too, because I think that's just important. Other than that, you guys, I am excited. I feel like I have more energy. And it's not because I've lost this enormous amount of weight. I have done a good job with 7.4 pounds. But I think that looking forward to something different is what's helping. The connection, the encouragement, you guys are helping. I have a friend, Tash, who joined. Thanks, Tashy Tash. And she actually checks on me. Natty Boo and Pinette and Vanessa and all of you guys who are checking on me, Joyce Faye. You guys are amazing. So I appreciate you. And so thank you. I was talking to somebody at work who I haven't really shared a lot of what I'm doing with the work folks. I don't know. It just is what it is. But I was talking to somebody at work, and she was telling me how she's on her weight loss journey. And we talked about how she was doing a program in the past that, had prepackaged meals and all the other stuff. And she said that she really connected with her coach And when her coach left, she lost the motivation and ability. And it was just a testament of what I already knew, but she reinforced it. This connection matters. So if you haven't made a connection, please, please, please reach out, because it is so important to what you're trying to do. We cannot do it alone. A lot of things we think we can do on our own, and while we have to get the weight off by ourselves, it is not alone, because people are there when you think, okay, I told so and so I'm going to do this, or, they're counting on me, or, but they believe in me and they're encouraging, or when you just don't feel it and somebody says the right thing. It's amazing. So find your tribe, join, talk. Let's talk about it, and let's just do better. There are going to be days or weeks when we don't meet the mark. We don't meet the goal, and that's okay as long as we continue to push forward. If we fall down, we got to get back up. So I know that there are going to be days like that for me, which is why I'm going to be rallying the troops when it happens. So I just hope that for the rest of the week, you guys have a good one, a really, really good one, a positive one, and that you set goals that you're going to reach. I am ready to knock this 3.7 pounds, I think, to get to 11 to my goal. I'm ready to knock it out. I'm ready. And it may not be all this week, but I'm going to try to get as close to it as possible, because I still have one more week left after this week, I think. At any rate, as always, thank you. If you haven't already, like these videos, share, subscribe, tell somebody to tell somebody, right? And then above all else, protect your knees and protect your peace. Thank you guys. Have a great week.